Hello, people. My name is Detroit Miracle, and I like to welcome you to another episode of Relationship Facts. And this very episode is titled Possessive Behavior. Now, that means that when two people are in a relationship, being a couple, at some point, one party involved shows possessive behavior where they would tend to be more controlling of their significant other. And they do so to the point where they are making their significance feel a little bit controlled in a major way. And it is a obsession that grows and grows where the abusive, controlling type of person, and he might be mentally, physically abusive, or might be both at the same time, whatever that person is, whether it be or whether it is a male or female, nevertheless, they're still showing telltale signs of being possessive and controlling over a situation obsessively where they should not be, as far as them bothering their partners in a way where they make them feel very uncomfortable. Like, where are you going? How long are you going? Where will you be at? Where's your phone? Let me check your messages. Who are you going out with? Like, why are you staying so late? Where you been? And all that. And it might not just be a guy who's acting controlling and possessive that way over the woman. It might also be the woman who's acting that same way over the guy. Yeah, in recent months, I've seen plenty of stories where a woman has broken up with her boyfriend or husband, and then he later tracked her down and killed her. I've even seen a couple of stories where a guy broke up with his girlfriend or wife, and then she tracked him down and killed him. Yeah, I've even seen stories where like couples would get into it over money, and then a lady would hire a hitman to kill her husband or something. But that's in a rare type of thing as compared to the possessive person in a relationship killing their partner that wanted to get away from them because they wanted to escape an abusive, controlling situation. Look, folks, you are adults, male and female. You're not children anymore. So grown-ups do not want to be controlled that way. They do not want to be told what to do. Once you get 18, it gives you more freedom to do things without answering to a parent. Now, when you get 21, you can go to places and buy alcoholic beverages, get into casinos, and do other things. So you have freedom, complete freedom, as it should be as an adult and as adults. So in a relationship, when somebody is being controlled by an abusive type of person who has a problem with his possessive behavior or her possessive behavior, then their partners do not want to deal with that because they put things in perspective as far as knowing that they are not children anymore and their parents can't tell them anything to do, or their parents can't command them to do something like go to your room, clean it up, don't stay outside too late or any of that. So as grown people, like, we value that right that we have because we made it through those stages of development when we had to abide to an authority figure such as a parent. So once we obtain the adulthood stage in our life, then we don't want to be controlled that way. and especially by somebody possessive and controlling. Now, guys, I would say this to you. Look, if you lost your women and they wanted to be away from you and they wanted nothing else to do with you, then you dropped the ball on your end. That means you did some wrong things and you did a lot of stuff or some things that those women didn't like. You maybe felt like you had a right to do that because you exerted control over the situation, but nevertheless, you drove them away. So it's not their fault, but rather it is your fault. So you cannot get mad at the woman and say, I'm going to go kill her because she don't want to put up with my constant abuse and she doesn't want to bend to my authority and all of that. And especially if somebody is a rationally thinking, mature adult, like, hey, look, we're down here and we want to serve easy time. We want to live a happy life. You know, we want to have freedom. We want to have privileges. We want to enjoy those things. So we don't want people telling us what to do. Hey, we got to hear that at work. You know, we got to hear that if we go to the army. If some get locked up and go to jail, they got to be told what to do. But if we're out here in the free world, and I include myself in that too, I don't want somebody telling me what to do, like, you know, unless they're telling me something that's beneficial to me, unless they're giving me a clear-cut solution to any and every problematic that I might potentially face or have to deal with. Yeah, I'm willing to listen to sane, rational thinking women, you know, who's trying to help me that way, but I don't want to have to listen to somebody that's trying to give me commands like a dog, like come in a house, you know, don't go outside and so forth, you know. Yeah, folks, that's life. And like I'm saying, I'm not just blaming the men for all of that because there are also possessive, controlling women, you know, and my advice would be to prevent such things from happening in bad case scenarios where there is somebody that is victimized after they have left. I would say this: look for the beginning signs of your relationship. If it seems like at some point in a relationship where your partner is starting to change and show his or hers true colors, then that's a red flag. So you might need to rethink your choices in regards to being with that person. Yeah, folks, if I just say in the beginning stages of the relationship, the person is acting nice, you know, he's being real considerate, or she is acting nice, and then at some point they change up and show signs of becoming more possessive and even abusive, then that's a sign that you need to get out of that right then and do not let it go any further, because the longer a controlled and abused person that is being like made to feel like less important or small in a matter, the longer she or he puts up with that, then the more controlling and possessive a person becomes. But if you like cut them right off in the beginning, once they start showing signs, then you can get out clean. You know, yeah, get out clean with very few battle scars. And we all know the telltale signs. Eventually, somebody will show their true colors. Even the greatest actor will eventually show their true identities. So I would say, listen to that and apply it. If somebody is real nice in a relationship during the first few weeks or even the first months, male or female, and then they eventually change and become real mean, controlling, and nasty, then that's the sign right there to either get out. But first you could sit down and check that person and say, look, I'm not going to put up with that, and even make threats. Say, look, you got to go to sleep no matter how tough you acting or big you are. You got to sleep sometime. And then you don't want to get no hot coffee poured on you or hot grits thrown on you while you're sleeping. And somebody would think about that. Like they would think that controlling person would sit back and say, yeah, I do got to sleep sometime. And I don't want to feel no hot coffee on me or no hot grits being thrown on me. So I better leave this person alone. You know, they're not buying that. They're not putting up with my behavior. So I'm not going to get any more controlling or abusive, but rather I'm going to change up and start acting nice and less controlling because I'm with a crazy person. And then that controlling, if you sit down with that abusive, controlling type of person and lay it down like that and say, look, I'm not buying this, I'm not putting up with that. I didn't sign up for no abusive type of relationship, and then I'll do something to you when you go to sleep, then chances are you might scare that person off, and then they will go and try to find another victim to control and exert authority over. Yeah, people, you got to think about those things, and it is your lives. Yeah, folks. Well, please share this video. I'd appreciate it if you would like it, put a comment on it, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.